Hey guys, it's Austin here with NX Gaming. We're going to be opening some boxes of Dominaria Remastered today. Here we go. Nice thing is, really good thing about this product is that it's got some really nice reprints for, everybody who really enjoys playing Magic. Pioneer, it's got good modern reprints, good legacy reprints, great staples for Commander. So let's go ahead and get into it here. This Grim Lavamancer artwork there. All right, first one. Let's see what we got going on here. Cloud of Fairies, Renewed Faith, Twisted Experiment, Primal Boost, Lightning Reflexes, Remote Isle, Mindstone for a really nice common, and Duress too. I remember those. Tormod's Crypt is really nice for all those legacy players. Tiana, Phyrexian Scudo. Ooh, starting off here with a nice retro Hinterland Harbor that looks really good. A Grape Shot in the back and a foil Jaloom Tome. Go get into another one here. Whoop. Got a little trouble with the packaging here. I guess I don't know how to open packs today. Peregrine Drake, and we won't spend too much time on these commons here. We got Empty the Worms for those Storm players. All right, here we go. Get into the uncommons. Got a Sawtooth Loom, Undead Gladiator, Gamekeeper, and another land. I guess we're just going to be hitting all the lands today. Woodland Cemetery, nice. Frantic Search, another one for those Storm players. All right, here we go, and into pack number 3. All right, kind of going through these commons now. All right, we have a Order Chaos, Voice of All, Rada Heir to Keld, a great commander card, and a Stroke of Genius here for a really good commander card. Spirit Link, and a foil Stonewood Invoker. All right, here we go. Oh, Chain Lightning, great. Mindstone, another great reprint. Man, that's weird. The duplication here in almost the same spot. All right, Invigorating Boon, Lightning Rift, Nature's Lore, fantastic, and that artwork looks beautiful. Ooh, Mystical Tutor for our first nice tutor. You got a lot of tutors in here with this and Enlightened Tutors. That's a great hit there. Old throwback to the retro Savannah Lions here. All right, seem to be getting into my groove here opening. All right, got a Flame Tongue Kavu. A fantastic crop rotation for those Commander Legacy players, those of you who like to play the Gaia's Cradles. A Dodekapod and Zur the Enchanter. Tatiova for a really nice retro card here for those Commander players. All right, skipping on through. Oh, you see that little retro, or the borderless card right there? All right, Milliken, Call of the Herd, Circular Logic, and a No Mercy. There's a fantastic reprint here with some really gnarly artwork. Mindstone for a retro reprint. Elvish Aberration. Ooh, Swords to Plowshares for another reprint. Always going to be useful for those Legacy and Commander players. Squirrel Nest, Congregate, and Hunting Crowns for another really good reprint that they haven't done for a while now. Impulse on the retro. All right, we got another borderless card back there. Let's see what we got. Sarah Angel for the classic, iconic 5-mana 4/4 with Flying Vigilance. Recoil, Rada Keld. Oh, Urza's Blueprints. There you go. Oh, got our first foil rare here with Zira Arian. Interesting little card there. All right. Wall of Junk. Gerard's Verdict. Sawtooth Lion. Oh, a retro Grim Lavamancer. That looks nice. All right. Oh, Skirk Prospector there is a fantastic common for all the Legacy Goblin decks there. Ooh, Grim Return. Wonder if we'll ever see this card in Modern, but I guess it's probably not. Jim Palm Incinerator. Another Zur the Enchanter. Some decent duplication with a retro this time. And a Radiant Judgment. Well, Damping Sphere for a really nice modern reprint here. Pretty good against the Pioneer Phoenix decks as well. And Tuco Monastery, Faceless Butcher, and a Spinal Embrace. Interesting reprint. And a Drawl News Crusade. I have a feeling I'm butchering that name. All right, oh, got another borderless card here. Let's wait to see what we got though. Well, Fire Ice, if you play Modern, you're seeing this card a lot in all the Creativity and Rhino decks. Improvised Armor, Circular Logic, and a Lotus Bloom. Man, that is some really beautiful artwork there. Those blues really show up nice there. A Juggernaut, a foil Sarah Angel for another nice throwback. All right. Wax and Wane, Mystic Enforcer, Quicksilver Dragon, another Urza's Blueprints. We're having a lot of duplication here in this first box. Invigorating Boon, and a foil retro Frantic Search this time. Fists. All right. Daragaz's Caldera. That's not bad. Drawl News Crusade. Dragon Whelp. And a retro foil Royal Assassin. All right. Terminal Moraine. All right. Undead Gladiator, Recoil, another Sarah Angel, and a Glory. Double white, 3, flying, 2 mana and a white, choose a color. Creatures you control gain protection from the chosen color until end of turn. Activate only if Glory is in your graveyard. Nice little graveyard card there, and a retro White Mane Lion. All right. Well, got another couple borderless cards back there, I see. All right, an Elvish Spirit Guide for all those Modern players sad about that being banned. Mesa Enchantress for all those Enchantress players in Commander. Flying Tongue Kavu, and a borderless Worldly Tutor. That looks fantastic, guys. Look at the artwork on that. Man. And a Retro Terror. All right. Going into the next pack here, say probably about a little over halfway through the box. First uncommon, Life and Death. Turnabout for all those combo Commander players. Icy Manipulator, what an iconic card for a interesting updated reprint. Windboard Muse, decent little rare there for you Stacks players. All right. Call of the Herd, Milliken, Nantuko Monastery, and a World Gorger Dragon. Whenever I first saw this artwork, I thought it was really cool, and I really like it here in person too. Peregrine Drake and a foil duress. All right, we got Croesus Catacombs for another uncommon land. Slice and Dice, dicing them up. A Terravore and a Cryptic Gateway. Interesting reprint there. And a Retro Valduk and a foil Street Wraith. That's nice for all you Death and Taxes players that I love to play against in Modern. All right, getting through it here. Another one, the Esper Dromer's Cavern here. Factor Fiction, very iconic reprint here. Deadwood Treefolk, Overmaster, 1 red mana. The next instant or sorcery spell you control this turn can't be countered. Draw a card. Get around all those pesky blue players. All right, foil Glintwood Invoker. All right. A Gamekeeper. Croesus's Catacombs again. Another Dragon Whelp. And this time a retro Worldly Tutor. Makes for second Worldly Tutor of the box. That's also some really nice new artwork for Worldly Tutor. Another Millstone. And what's the point of these commons back here behind the rares? I'm not too sure. All right. The Werebear for the iconic Threshold mechanic. All right. Necro Savant, Griffin Guide, Illusion Reality, and a retro Yawgmoth Thran Physician. That's looking really nice from old Modern Horizons 1. And a Slippery Karst. All right. All right, got another borderless card back there. Grave Shot for more of you Storm players. All right, we got Night and Day, Dark Withering, Rith's Grove, and a borderless Mystical Tutor. We seem to be hitting all these tutors in this box opening today. Not bad. And a retro Ornithopter. All right. Through these commons, another Damping Sphere, Faceless Butcher, Life and Death, and Jolriel. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Recluse. Got a retro Dark Withering. All right. A Pain and Suffering, Avenge Fate Shifter, Flesh Reaver, and I believe this to be our third Zur Enchanter. And then a retro Lull. Third Zur Enchanter here. 2 and 3. Weird on the duplication here, guys. It's third one of that and 2 Mystical Tutors. All right, got a Dralnu's Crusade, Daragaz's Caldera, and another Slice and Dice, dicing them up, and an Umbilicus with a Renewed Faith and a foil Triskelion for the iconic foil rare there. I'll put the foil rare up there along with that one. All right, Zombie Infestation, Spirit Monger, Thieving Magpie, a retro Wrath of God, and an Evil Eye of Orms by Gore. Kind of just rolls off the tongue, that doesn't it? All right, almost done. We got a retro or a borderless foil back there. All right, Fire Blast, iconic card. Thran Golem, a High Tide, another iconic card. A Sulphur Falls, I believe that is our third rare land of the video. And a foil borderless No Mercy, guys. Man, that is fantastic. Look at the artwork on that, huh? Man. All right, keep digging through this box. Got another Turnabout, Icy Manipulator, Night Day, and a gamble for all you Commander players who like to search their deck for their best card and put it in the graveyard. Goblin Matron. All right, a Venomancer, Assault Battery, Storm Entity, and our second Zera Arian with a borderless Chain Lightning and a foil Fire Ice this time. All right, just about done with the box, only about 6 left to go. All right. Chainer's Edict, Tatiova, Valduk, and another Isolated Chapel. There we go. And a Retro Mesa Enchantress. All right. Spine Malice, a Dedapult, Phantasm Nishiba. There we go. Almost put that in the uncommon slot. Undead Gladiator for the retro uncommon. All right. Got another borderless card back there. Let's keep that a secret for now, huh? Got a Terravore. Another Zombie Infestation. A borderless Street Wraith. Now that is some weird art. Look at the teeth on that thing, huh? And a retro Mazavith. Weird to see this card in a retro foil, but not that original brain artwork. All right. Getting down to the last 3 here, guys. Had a good box opening so far. Battle Screech, Treva's Ruins, Floodgate, and a Jester's Cap for the throwback, and a Snap. All right. Second to last one. See if we get something big in the close, guys. All right. Dark Withering, Rith's Grove, an Avenomancer, and a borderless Nut Collector. Man, he just looks wild in there, having a great time. I wish that could be me on a Saturday night. Nature's Lore for the fantastic retro throwback, new art. And the last pack here, guys. Let's see if we got anything good, anything to talk about. Mishra's Factory for the nice throwback. Confiscate, Stand and Deliver, and Pashalik Mons, last rare of the box. All right, while we clean up here, we're going to get into box number 2. Hey guys, while I'm cleaning up this mess, don't forget you can go over to nx.games and use promo code NX5 for 5% off your order. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment down for the YouTube algorithm. Now back to the second box. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to get into box number 2 now. All right, we got a lot of fun stuff coming up this year. Phyrexia All is one. Going to be starting us off nicely for the new year in January. We have some really interesting story beats for all of you guys who like to keep up with the story of Magic the Gathering, the lore. I know I've personally always loved it. All right. But I mean, the big thing is, right, is the big question is who's going to be the people that get completed? You got a lot of talk for Rith the Awakener here. You got a lot of talk of, you know, maybe Jace, maybe Nissa, all these different planeswalkers, and who's going to be able to step up into the Gatewash and save the day. You have Karn Silex from the last one that Karn got caught taking, or rather he got captured by the Phyrexians, so we'll see if he can get away and save the day. Got a Divine Sacrament here. A retro foil Factor Fiction. That looks really nice. Move these rows down a little. All right, and then a little bit after that, we have Phyrexia March of the Machines, which is going to be a really interesting set too. And my favorite archetype has always been Artifact, so I'm really excited for this set. Got a Borderless Rada and a rare for Isolated Chapel. And then after that, there's some new Phyrexia set that's going to be coming out that is going to basically just be the aftermath of everything that happened, and to all of our heroes. That might just be a Commander product, so be on the lookout for that as well. Got a nice Shivan Dragon there. And a foil Leaden Fists. Then after that, I believe we're slated to go back to Throne of Eldraine this year and back to Ixalan, which is really cool. All of the dinosaurs and everything. Ooh, got a nice Borderless Worldly Tutor here again for the second box. All right. But I've always been the Commander player who really enjoys just to have fun and play all those big dumb dinosaurs and open packs and things like that to help facilitate those things. Oh, our first Urza Lord High Artificer here coming in for the first Mythic of the box from Modern Horizons 1, a foil Life and Death. All right. Here we go. And Urza has probably got to be about my favorite card from the original Modern Horizons set. Just really changed up Modern with that. Oh man, I can't think of the card. Oh, we got a retro Body Snatcher here in the meantime, though. Arkham's Astrolabe. That's what it is. I knew I'd get there eventually. For the old snow artifacts. Comes in and draws you a card and instantly lets you tap for mana, if anybody remembers that. All right, got a Crawl Space here for the rare. Retro Ornithopter. All right. And here we go. But going back to Innistrad this last year was pretty interesting. Getting back and to see all of those vampires and other such things, and going back to some old mechanics for that was a lot of fun. All right, we got a Wall of Junk, Sawtooth Loon, Undead Gladiator, and a Mind Slicer with a retro Wild Growth. Foil Griffin Guide. There it is. On to the next pack, guys. What are y'all's thoughts, though? Who do you guys think is going to be completed in here and be pretty wild? If Jace, I don't really know. I can't really think of who's going to step up into those positions and take care. Got a retro Last Chance here for the throwback Take an Extra Turn card. This is our second Mythic of the box. All right, let's get into the next pack here. A Order Chaos, Voice of All, Rada, and a Mystical Tutor again in the second box. Retro Lull. All right, here we go into the next pack here. Excuse me. All right, got a borderless card back there again. Man, these borderless cards seem to be popping a lot, and I really love that you can hit them in the uncommon slot too. But here we have another double tap immediately after the first Mystical Tutor, getting the borderless Mystical Tutor here with a Retro Street Wraith. I believe that makes 4 Mystical Tutors on the box, on the 2 box openings, guys. That's really nice. All right, getting into the uncommons. Fire Blast, Thran Golem, Woodland Cemetery. Man, I remember this Woodland Cemetery, all these rare land cycles. Really good for the Commander products. We have some interesting Commander products coming up this year too, along with that Phyrexia one. Hope to see some new stuff come out. Hopefully we can get some more boost to artifacts because they always need more. All right. Life and Death, Icy Manipulator, and a beautiful Mystic Remora. First time on the box opening. Retro Counterspell, Polluted Mire, and a couple of lands and tokens. Alrighty. Here we go. Gamekeeper, Throwback to a Sarah Angel, Recoil, and a Hinterland Harbor with a Retro Mind Stone. All right. And what do we think would be the biggest reveal? And what do we think is going to be the next big enemy if we end up even taking down Elish Norn? Maybe we go back to the Eldrazi. Emrakul seems to still be in that moon in a nice Swords to Plowshare. Squirrel Nest, Congregate, and a Spinal Embrace with a retro Swords to Plowshares. Emrakul's always been one of my favorite enemies, though. It's always really interesting to me how she just kind of let herself be taken into the moon. So it'll be interesting. Maybe we get to see some more of Sorin since he was the one that helped with that too. Sawtooth Lion. And an Urza's Blueprints with a retro Rada. Here we go. Getting through about halfway of the box now. See if we can get some more goodies. High Tide, Battle Screech, Treva's Ruins, and a Nut Collector for our third Mythic of the box. Man, this artwork I think just doesn't do it quite justice that borderless one does. An Avenize, and a foil Windborn Muse for the first foil rare of the box. All right, here we go. Some of my favorite parts of the storyline were always Nissa and Chandra working together on the plane of Zendikar to take down the original Glory there for a nice retro foil. To take down the Kozilek and Ulamogs of the world. Always had a really nice time reading about Nissa channeling all of the mana of the world and giving it into Chandra. It's always really interesting. Dark Withering and a Pashalik Mons retro and a foil Helm of Awakening. Man, this card's been around for a long time for our second foil rare retro. All right, got some really interesting reprints in here. This one is just absolutely loaded, and you know, it's just everybody's just going to be really happy opening this set. I think there's just so many bomb good cards for so many different players and play styles and formats. Got a Lieutenant Kurtar there. All right, on to it. Got a Wax Wayne, Mystic Enforcer, Quicksilver, and Joel Riel. This is interesting too because this is our first time being printed in a Dominaria with this version of the card at least. So that's interesting, being from Dominaria herself. But I really wish that they would start going back to all of the books that they would write and putting those out. I've always really enjoyed collecting those books. A Borderless Chainer's Edict here. I think that's a double tap on the Urza's blueprints here. Frantic Search Retro. And a foil Mythic Sarah Avatar with some sweet new artwork. She's not just sitting up in those clouds anymore. All right. Here we go. On to the next one. Undead Gladiator, Recoil, Sarah Angel, and Azira Arian again with a retro Spirit Link. All right, here we go. On to the next pack. About 2/3 of the way done now. Floodgates, Flame Tongue Kavu, another crop rotation, that's nice. Second Windborn Muse of the box, with a retro throwback to the Savannah Lions. It's kind of weird, all of the stuff they're printing nowadays, and just giving so many artworks and different artworks to the cards and variations, and everybody's got to have the biggest and baddest things, like those serialized cards from Brothers War. And the price on those things of the serialized cards are just skyrocketing. You got some of those, like the Wormcoil engine, I saw like upwards of $1,000 to $1,200. So those are getting up there a lot. Be mindful of those. No clue what's going to happen with those serialized cards. Pashalik Mons here for the rare. Though I will say I wouldn't mind having me a play set of those serialized Wormcoil engines. They do look fantastic, along with those schematic foil rares. Slice and Dice, Terravor, and a Denizen of the Deep for the first time in the boxes. Retro Fire Blast there. All right, here we go. Sandstorm, Gamekeeper one more time. Dragon Whelp, and another Spinal Embrace with a Peregrine Drake Retro. Foil. All right. Here we go. On to the last few packs here now. Almost done. Storm Entity, Mishra's Factory, Confiscate, and a Retro Zira Arian, and a Empty the Warrens. All right. A Dodekapon, interesting name there. Fire Ice, Improvised Armor, and a Cryptic Gateway. And a Retro Terror Foil Deep Analysis. But see what standard sets bring us this year and what all new Commander products bring us, and we'll always be here to open more boxes for you guys and try to be the first ones out, giving you nice content. Got a nice Nature's Lore there, Dread Return, and our first retro, borderless Lyra Dawnbringer for the beautiful Angel. See that fantastic stained glass artwork there. And then a retro Fadiathir. All right, getting into the last 3 packs of the box here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can get something big in the close like that No Mercy from the last box. Getting a retro Denizen of the Deep this time for the second one of the box. All right. And then Pain and Suffering, Aven Fate Shift, Flesh Reaver, and a Retro Chainer Dementia Master. Didn't know that was even in the box. It's the first time I've seen that one. All right, and last pack, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if we can get something big here in the close. And take this one to Value Town. Had some pretty decent pulls here. Pretty good boxes. Draw News Crusade. Dargazars Caldera. Butchered that one. Slice and Dice. And I believe our 4th Zur Enchanter on the day with a retro Flame Tongue Kavu. All right, everybody, that's it. Thank you for watching. This is Annex Games with Austin.